Hello, my name is Adonis and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a love coming spread for all of my Leos out there for the week of July 28th to August the 3rd. So without any further ado, let's jump right in. Oh, okay. Sun, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, Sun, Rising, Venus, Jupiter. Show me the cards I need to see. Show me the cards I need to see. What kind of love is coming towards all of my Leos out there during the week of July 28th to August the 3rd? Cards I need to see, some cards I need to see. Okay. Alright here. So, this is what we got going on, fellas and ladies. We have an Ace of Swords here. And that tells me that there is an air sign individual, a Gemini, a Libra, or an Aquarius energy. And they have had a removal of blockages. They are mentally clear about what they are trying to do. They want you. They are looking to be very generous. Six of Pentacles. Looking to be very, very generous. They definitely want an equal give and take with you. They definitely want an equal give and take. Also, we got the Star card here. So it's a renewal of hope. A renewal of energy, a renewal of spirit, and they see you in that way. Also, they're looking for soulmate. Two of Cups. Looking for a soulmate. Looking for a true soulmate, rather. Also, we got the Strength card here. Passion, spiritual strength. So this is going a little bit deeper than just like I said, anyone that wants a soulmate, it definitely is something serious. But this is something deeper. I want to make a spiritual connection with the situation here, with you. In addition, here we have the Chariot card. So they're not afraid to take charge of the situation at all. As a matter of fact, they've taken charge of the situation, and they're willing to. They're taking the reins, moving forward. Now, what's interesting about this, to me, again, we have the Six of Cups energy. This could possibly be an ex, possibly a secret admirer from the past. It may be some. I'm getting this sense here. This could definitely be. It could be someone from the past. Yeah, definitely. It could definitely be someone from the past. And then you got the Temperance card, which is a sense of moderation, give and take, pretty much like the Six of Pentacles, except that this is minus the generosity aspect. But they're looking to be generous and also, again, wanting to have a sense of moderation. So they're basically looking for a very fair, loving, balanced relationship with a soulmate, and that appears to be you. So let's see what kind of strengths you're dealing with during that time. What kind of strengths are you dealing with during that time? What kind of strengths are my Leos dealing with during the week of July 28th to August the 3rd? What kind of strengths are my Leos dealing with during this time? Okay, here we go. Okay, my Leos. Right off the bat, we got the Five of Wands, which means that You are coming off dealing with a whole lot of conflict and tension in your life, and the strength to this situation is you know how to defend yourself. You know how to take a licking and keep on ticking, as they say. So you're definitely coming off of a very tenuous situation, and so you're pretty much emotionally anyway. You're battle ready, battle tested. So that's seen as a strength. You know how to, you're fresh off of having to deal with that. In addition, we also have the the Nine of Wands here. And that Nine of Wands tells me that, again, a fiery energy, you've had to protect yourself. Again, you've had to protect yourself. You've been on the offensive. You've been, dealing with some really tumultuous situations, and you're battle ready in case the shit hits the fan. You're kind of battle ready to go fight for yours. Also, there's a Knight of Cups energy as well. So because you're battle ready here, emotionally, you're that knight in white shining armor. You're that you can be that protector. You're feeling yourself. You're dashing, you're daring, you're domineering. So you're like, yeah, I've been through the ringer and I got this. And so that's pretty much the energy and the vibe that you got. And you have the ability. Again, we have the King of Wands here. King of Wands, and you are. You're able to make very wise decisions and look at the whole picture, look at the end game of the situation, and that's what kind of strength that you're dealing with right now. That's what kind of energy you're dealing with. You're able to see the end game because you've been through such you've been through a lot of drama and stuff like that. So like I say, you're battle ready, battle tested, and you're able to make. In addition here, with being able to see the big picture, the long view, we got the King of Pentacles as well, which means that your finances are straight. You're making very wise financial decisions with your money as well, which is never a bad thing. So you got your money right. You're able to look at the long picture, the long term outcome. And if someone offers you something you're not particularly interested in, we have the Four of Cups here. You're not afraid to turn it down. Turn it down like you don't want to be bothered with it. And again, this has a lot to do with the fact that we have two cards here that really signify what has happened. We have the Nine of Swords. So again, like I said, battle ready, battle tested. You were dealing with a whole lot of anxiety, a relationship or something emotionally, psychologically that was done to you. We call a lot of tension, fighting. You felt like your faith was tested. That's why you got the Nine of Swords card here, because it did some emotional damage to you. There was a lot of worry, a lot of anxiety, a lot of tension, a lot of fighting, a lot of worrying, that sort of thing. Again, battle ready, battle tested. You've been through hell and back. We got the Ten of Swords here. You got stabbed in the back, you got betrayed, you got hurt, tension, fighting. So like I said, so all of that stuff kind of happened, and these are your strengths. The fact that you went through all of this and you survived on the other side. And how do I know this? Finally wrapping this up, we got the World card here, people, and that means that this thing has went full circle. You came to the end of this journey, so you went all the way to the pits of hell, and then you were able to come all the way back, and you have the scar, the emotional, mental scars to prove it. But you are a better, more solid person for having taken that journey or having been put through that. So Those are your strengths. The fact that you can deal with a whole lot of bullshit and survive and be the stronger for it. Those are your strengths. So, what things from your past could possibly affect the outcome of this particular situation? Rising Venus, Jupiter, showing cards need to see, showing cards need to see. What kind of situations is my leader going to be dealing with from the past probably affect the outcome of this situation? Okay. So, right off the bat here, Six of Wands. What you dealt with before in the past, you did not. Now you want a recognized victory. Because you've been through all of this. You've been tested. You've been battle tested. You know, put through the pits of fire and hell and all that. You've been through all of that. So, you want a recognized victory. Back in the past with this particular situation, you did not have that at all. You were losing. You know you were losing. And you weren't losing end of the situation. This particular time, what can affect the outcome of this situation is the fact that if you do not have a recognized victory, you're like, forget about it. I'm done. Ten of Wands as well. Got Ten of Wands here. If this situation turns out to be burdensome, dealing with this situation with this air sign individual, because before there's a lot of heavy lifting you had to do. Again, you burdened, a lot of tension, a lot of fighting, a lot of emotional turmoil you were going through. If you got to go through anything even remotely similar to that, you're like, I'm done. I'm out of here. Finally here, we got the Six of Pentacles. Again, if there's not an equal give and take here, when it comes to being generous, because you were in a situation where it was not like that before. And I don't think, again, you don't have to really worry about that with this particular air sign individual, because the Six of Pentacles is there. They're very emotionally generous, also physically generous as well. So I don't think you don't have to worry about that with this particular situation with an individual from your past. So no worries there. However, just to reiterate here, you are battle ready, battle tested. You've been through hell and came back, and you are the stronger for it, having to completed that journey. So those were all of your strengths. The things that would be problematic to this relationship is if you had to deal with similar situations where you didn't get a recognized victory, things were problematic, and if the individual was not generous emotionally, financially with you, you know, equal give and take. Again, you're like, I'm not going to deal with it. So that's where you are right now. So let's find out if the spirits have any additional information they want to bestow upon you before I shut this thing down. What additional information do you want to give my Leo before I shut this thing down? Okay. Right. Balance. Balance, balance, balance. There definitely needs to be balance. So you don't want to be Spirit saying, you know what? Thing again, and you're looking for an equal give and take, and they're looking to have an equal give and take. So as long as that balance is maintained throughout the length of this relationship, then it will be a healthy one. But you always have to maintain a sense of balance. You don't want to dog them out. You don't want them to dog you out. You want an equal balance, an equal give and take with this situation. And as long as you have that, this relationship can potentially be healthy. Also, in addition here, fragments. In regards to fragments here, excuse me. In regards to fragments here, that's interesting because whatever you went through shattered you, left you in pieces, fragments of yourself. And like I said, you went through it and you were able to come out the other side having better for it, having gone through the journey. Now, Be weary of these fragmented aspects of what you have happened to you. Do not let them affect. Sometimes there could be a bit of a delayed reaction. We kind of go through a dramatic event and we move forward, and we move to safer waters, right? We go to shore, and then all of the bullshit will come creeping up behind us, and we're like, wow, we thought we were done with this, and then bang, and it hits us. You know, be careful of having those fragments of what you had went through creep up behind you. Keep those fragments off that shore. Keep them in the water. Keep them in the ocean. Do not bring them on dry land with you at all, because they can be detrimental to your emotional and your mental health. To be frankly honest with you, because you look like you went through a very serious serious shitstorm here. So you want to be very, very cognizant of that. Don't bring any of that stuff with you. Leave that junk in the past. And finally, here we got magnetism. So, keep your energy levels up. Keep a very positive, optimistic outlook, and you will attract positive people around you. Very optimistic people will be in your circle, and you'll have a better choice of dealing with decent people. So with that being said, I'm going to shut this thing down. Thank you so much for listening. If you haven't already, please like, share, and subscribe. In addition, hopefully this resonated with you. If it didn't, you may want to get a personal reading, and so we can dig down a little deeper with your particular situation. If it did kind of resonate with you, you want to know a little bit more, I'm your guy. Get a reading and we can figure it out together. Yeah. So again, thank you guys so much for your support. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.